You are welcome. You are all welcome. I think everyone can. All right, all right, all right. So we are due to go. All right. So we are five in number here right away. All right, all right, all right. Ikechukwu, you're welcome. Emmanuel, you're welcome. And Nelly there. Hick, good. You are all welcome. You are all welcome. Uh, I think we can start. We can start now because the challenges have affected our time, but notwithstanding, I'm of the view that tomorrow will definitely be better than today being the first day. Let me quickly share my screen. Let me quickly share my screen so that okay. Oh, all right, all right. So we are we are to kick off immediately. Uh, the challenges we had with signing in into Zoom. I hope everyone is hearing me. The yes, yes, our microphone is on, so you can unmute yourself whenever you want to speak, so that there will be no background interferences. I don't want to mute everyone, just as I said from the beginning that it will be a kind of um, it will be a kind of an interaction session where every one of us will be carried along, because our understanding of whatever we're going to do this night is the most important. I think we are due to go. Let me bring out my whiteboard so that we can kick off immediately. Please, if you are not hearing me, or if you are not following at any juncture, you can draw my attention, or as well drop a message or raise your hand. Then awesome. You're welcome, every one of us. I don't know how to express my sincere apology to every one of us, because I'm having network is not even stable as well. Well, no, notwithstanding, we have to do something. I hope we can all see my whiteboard. So if we can see the whiteboard, you see the forex market goes in this way, or the candlestick goes in this way in most cases. So as the market is going in this order, then just as I told us, like most of us who okay, Anedia, you can unmute yourself, or you can drop a message. I see you raising your hand. You want to say something? I want to suggest that because we've not been able to start at the right time, uh, I think we can keep our questions. Let me just use this few couple of minutes to go through what we have for this night. Then we can do question and answer at the end of the day. I think that would be more better for us. Now, all right. Okay, so now from the board in on our front, that is a movement. That is this zigzag movement. This is a candlestick, though in a trend line form. Now let me say that okay. Let us start from support and resistance, so that when we go into the language of the market, which is candlesticks, we can now begin to see why the candlesticks behave the way they behave. Now, looking at this whiteboard now, you can see the zigzag movement. So this zigzag movement occurs every single day in the market, every single hour. But now, as a trader or as a pro, how do you give meaning to this candlestick movement? Then, as I said, that the candlestick is the language of the market. I think we'll still go into it. But let's start from this support and resistance so that we can see why candlesticks behaves the way they behave, or they form at a very different shape, different designs at different levels. Now, let me say that support and resistance is not a line. Support and resistance is actually a zone. It's a zone of about 5, 7, or 10 pips. It's not a line, just like the way you see most people maybe in different platforms, they draw it as a single line. No, it is not a line. It is a zone of at least 5 pips, 7 pips, or more than that. But let's stick with at least 2 or 5 pips. Now, let's draw our support and resistance here so that it will not give us a clear understanding or the psychology behind this shape that we're looking at right now. Now, what I will quickly do, as I always do, is I draw my support and resistance using a trend line. So when I use a trend line, a chart, when I draw it in a chart pattern, then I will now go back into a candlesticks. The essence of using the trend line style is to enable me get the major areas, because there is, when you are drawing your support and resistance, there is both major and minor areas. Both are important, but they have different, you give them different attentions. Now let me draw my major zone right now. Now I will start by looking at what that have happened. I hope people are seeing my writing pen. I want to see what happened that made the price to move from here to here and went back, though it came up again and go above the region. But I want to take this place as also an area of concern. Then I also look here at my right hand side. I discovered that the price also reached here and went up, though when it was coming down, it broke the region, but as it was going up again, it respected the same region. So I can answer that this is an area of concern. So I will now put my support and resistance here. Remember, I told us that it is not, remember I said that it is not a line, that it is a zone. That it is a zone. So heaven said that it is a zone. That means we are looking at whatever that happened within this vicinity. We are looking at, our priority is what happened within this region. Remember, I told us that it must be at least 5 or more pips gap. It is a region, it is not a line. Now, having drawn this, I will also look at, and one thing again that we should also understand, that it is not mandatory that you must take every, your support and resistance must cover every area, but you take the most obvious. You take the most obvious areas, just like what we want to do now. This is another obvious area. It is very obvious here that that is something that is very, very important that happened at this area. Then you can also don't just please don't just follow me and understand the psychology of what I'm trying to explain. Don't look at the handwriting. After all, I'm not an artist, but I thank God that all of us, we are traders. But I want us to have a psychology behind what I am just trying to explain to us now. Now, by looking at what we have already now, we have seen that the price respected this region, even though it break here, but price respected this region, even though it break here, and the break here can easily be said that it's a fake breakout. Why? Because here and here, price respected the same region. So this is a very strong area of concern. Then at the lower part of it, we can see that the price was falling down and reached at this support and went up. When it went up as it was coming down, it also went at the same region and also went up. Then so forth and so on. It continues just like that until you arrive at what you are looking for. Now, having known that support and resistance is a major criteria, one of the major criteria that we look at as not only just as a trend traders, but even as people who are looking at maybe price action, or you're looking at a range market. All these are very, very, very important. Now, having seen this support and resistance drawn, then we can now say, okay, why did it happen in the first place? Now, at this first place, the price took off from here and it went here. Then sharply, the price fell down. Now, when market leave, when market reach a particular area and leave immediately, heck, you are writing something on the board. So when market leave a particular region, when market reach a particular region and leave immediately, what it means is that there are big players there, just like what happened here. Like what happened here. Like what happened here. So forth and so on. So it means that major players are here. Major players like the banks, like those hedge funds. So because they are looking at the market, and we ourselves, like most of us who trade in a very more advanced way, so you begin to try to trade in the way that those professionals or those hedge funds or those big players trade, because it's by only you trading in the same way they are trading that the market begin to respect whatever decision you are taking. Now, let me also remind us here that it is not advisable that you draw your support and resistance in 5 minutes chart, in 20 minutes chart, in 1 hour, in even 1 hour, 30 minutes. The best area that you can draw your support and resistance is 4 hours, daily, or even weekly time frame. Because when you draw your support and resistance under 30 minutes or under 1 hour, just a small news from the Reserve Bank governor or central bank governor, as the case may be in their respective countries, will break whatever you have done that you assume to be a strong region. But if you put your support and resistance under 4 hours daily time frame, it is the market always respect that. That is why most of us will go as far as starting our analysis from the monthly, weekly, daily time frame, and just like that until we take our decision at a very lower time frame. Let me also put it before us here that it is not it is not a it is not a taboo, or that it is not a mistake that you draw your support and resistance and you didn't take every area. I told us before that there are some areas that we consider to be major areas of concern and minor areas of concern. Now, like a place like this now, I don't even know how to clean this. A place like this now is some of the places that we can consider to be a let me clean the board. Okay, now as I was saying that the market makes a movement like this, let's say we are in an uptrend. Let's say we are in an uptrend. Now, when the market is making a movement like this, then with all this series of lower high, lower high, and lower high, and so on and so forth, then what you need to do is you look. This is a resistance that is broken to become a support. Now, when you are making your support and resistance in a trend line, a very clear trend line market like this, it is not that the market will just go in this way. Maybe there are some series of there will be a series of pullback. This series of pullback, no matter how many there are, is what we always refer to as the minor areas of concern. For example, now, like this is a very a resistance that is broken to become a support. But look at here. Maybe as the market continues to go, then there will be a series of touch that will surface here. Now, as there is a series of touch that will surface on this line, then it does not mean that we just overlook it. But as a trend trader, you take a cognizance of something of this nature or an area like this, so as when you are taking a decision that you are placing a trading order, then you will be aware that there will be a stalling, that there will be a kind of delay within this area before the market will actually break it, because it's not a major zone. So the market will actually have a kind of series of touch up and down before the market will now break it and now begin to go towards the major area. Emmanuel, okay, I have to. The voice is not being. Oh, no problem. Okay, okay. I hope Galaxy A03, you can hear me now. You can hear me now. All right. So now That being said, now it becomes very, because you cannot do anything in the market, or you cannot respect the actions or the message that the candlesticks are trying to pass across to you if you are not, if you are not, or if you didn't plot your support and resistance very, very, very accurately, because it is what gives you a picture of where major actions are taking place, or what may likely happen based on the candlesticks that you are seeing displaying. I'll give us few of the few of the candlesticks that gives me informations as to what is likely to happen. For those of us who are just joining us now, I say that in any area where you have any question, or you are not clear, that you can easily call my attention back, so that every one of us will be carried along. We can't just be in our way by this time, or maybe spend their data, and at the end of the day, you don't have anything new that you are taking home to add to whatever you have been. Okay, let me just quickly also remind us that because of the fact that we didn't start off early with this Zoom link, it will be going off. It will be going off in the next 10 minutes. But as soon as Zoom logs us out, please also join back. Join using the same Zoom link. It is I put on a repeated mode. So you can go ahead with your question. I see Galas A03 raising your hand. You can put down a question or ask. Yes, we are listening to you. You can actually, all right, go ahead. Galaxy A03, I thought you are raising your hand for a question or for clarification. All right. Okay, so now if I am to go by what we have in our course content, let me start my page, my slide, so that we can now begin to have a proper view of what it is, or what it look like. The candlesticks, and how to remember I told you that Zoom will be logging us out in the less than 10 minutes now. So as soon as it go out, or it log you out, still join using the same Zoom link. Let me. I wanna add this thing. There are times after marking a major support area, price down, break that area, instead of going down, it returns and went back again. What happened? Okay, I will explain that. This is when we get to market manipulation, Emmanuel. Well, Emmanuel, when we get to market manipulation, I will explain to us what causes that to happen. It's not maybe because you are wrong with your analysis, but there are some forces that I will explain to us when we get to market manipulation. There you will understand why such scenarios always play out. But I'm trying to share my screen so as to put my slide. Yeah. Awesome. Okay. Very good. Very good. So let me use okay. It's not always clear. It's not always on this. Okay. Now we are talking of a major zone. A major zone. Issues. I need to.
Recording in progress.
Guys, I need to. I pray that pray this in more better tomorrow. Okay. Now this is where market is in a very clear downtrend. Now, in the case where something like this remember we say that support and resistance is not just a line, it is a zone of at least some pips. And I told us that the essence of drawing it is not that you catch every single area, but it gives you an insight as to what the market is trying to play, so as to get yourself prepared